Good morning, world. What it do? This is your boy Westlo here. This is something new, something I've been wanting to do for a long time since high school, actually. I'm coming at you guys with my anime channel where I'm going to be going over manga reviews, anime reviews and reactions, all that stuff you normally see on from anime YouTubers. I'm just finally throwing my little attempt into the pot. So this is a brand new YouTube with your boy Westlo, called Manga of the West. And I'm going to be doing my best to bring you guys that exciting anime news, of course, starting with my favorite One Piece, of course. So we're going to just be starting out with One Piece manga reviews, and we're going to hit chapter 986 first, that just dropped today. And we're going to just be going into it. So we have the first episode, we have this chapter 96 titled My Name. We have on the cover page, we have Lola, looks like Lola and Chiffon left their dad at the shore because they didn't believe that was their dad, which is rightfully so. They have it, they've never seen him before, or they didn't get to see him like that because of Big Mom. So it definitely makes sense. So I guess my man's Pound is just kind of stuck there as he's just like, no. But as we all know, One Piece, how the story covers and how just the plot goes, I'm pretty sure he'll come up again. I personally think he's going to come in and during Elbaf. Big Mom and the whole Elbaf situation. I kind of go along with those theories. We'll do a video on that another time. But diving right into the chapter, we're starting off at El Nigishima, of course. Then you have the Scabbards, Kinemon and Denjiro. They're walking up as the rest of the Scabbards are looking. Raizo and Kiku are crying as they look at Kanjuro laying down. There's a pool of blood. Looks like Kiku definitely did slice him down like she said that she would. And the Red Scabbards are just kind of reminiscing on just times of old. And, they were still a family for like years. Kanjuro really played them. So they're just really just kind of going over those good memories. And then just, those final goodbyes to him in a way. And as Denjiro and Kinemon walk past Kanjuro's dead body, they realize Izo has arrived as well, so now the whole party, or at least the whole gang of the Scabbards, is back together. Then we're jumping back to the stage, and it seems like the samurai pretty much are, of course, all leaning over more towards Kaido's side, which, of course, makes a lot of sense. Kaido is a very, very strong individual. They're probably frightened of him, and then it's just like, and then honestly, a lot of them are saying, this kind of works out perfectly, because no one really liked the Orochi, so it really doesn't matter. He was just, using Kaido's power to just, sit under him. So that, to them, they're just like, hey, at least we have a actual boss now. Like, a boss who's actually about what he says he's about. Not just some, little punk or some, little scaredy cat. And this makes Boss Seguro kind of mad because he's going like, what about the warrior code? Because, everyone is just kind of saying like, yeah, we align with you, Kaido, or we align with you too. So Boss Seguro is just kind of mad, and rightfully so. He's just like, you guys are samurai, like at least go down fighting. Why do you want to keep spending your life as slaves? Which of course is, goes into one of the big topics of One Piece, which is freedom, of course. And then we see Big Mom. It looks like she's about to take care of Nami. And it looks like, I want to say that seems like the ninja with the aging powers. Why am I having a brain fart for her name? Oh man, what's her name? Not Kiku. Having trouble remembering her name. But the ninja that's responsible for that has the kind of the age fruit that can age and disintegrate things. Shinobu, there we go. Shinobu seems to just be hopping off her ninja fashion, and she says she'll be going ahead. Karen and Nami can handle themselves. At least I hope so. I mean, it's One Piece, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna get out in some either actiony way or form, or it's gonna be some type of hilarious way. I actually personally don't think Big Mom's fall will come during this arc. Like I said, I believe that's gonna be in Elbaf. So we go back to the stage. We're going back to the execution. You got Momonosuke hanging up there, and you got Kaido. And it seems like Kaido is just kind of asking him the same things that he asked him 20 years ago when he had him up on the burning bridge. And he's just kind of asking him, who are you? Like, what is your name? And he actually kind of gives him this weird type of situation where he kind of has to decide if he wants to answer his question or not, because he's giving him this choice of pretty much, if you say that you're not Toki and Odin's son, I will, and he says, I will apologize for the false accusations, and the execution will be immediately canceled. So Kaito was like literally saying like, if you lie or if you just say that you're not that child, and my guess from that is because he doesn't see them living up to par to them, but he is only an 8-year-old child, so but he's just kind of telling him, if you lie, pretty much I'll let you go. So pretty much he's telling him to throw away his pride, pretty much, which we all know Momonosuke's not going to do that. Being Odin's son, that's like one thing you can't do. It's just like, throw away your pride. That's a no-no, which is another big theme in One Piece. So he asks him, and then, you got people in the crowd saying, oh my God, Kaito, you're so nice. And then they're like, all the kid has to do is lie and he's out of here. Just come on, just lie, kid. You'll be out of here, because they can see, because remember, Kandro beat him to death almost. And someone in the crowd even says, come up with something funny. And then you have Yamato and Luffy charging towards the stage. Luffy is still busy trying to use his Haki and Ryo to take off Yamato's handcuffs. And she's just like, make sure, I'm still, and Yamato makes a point to say, I'm not sure if they will blow up, because she's still wondering whether or not Kaito would do that to his own child. But she says, like, just in case, just throw them, like, very, very far away from wherever we are, in case they do blow up. So Luffy concentrates, get the cuffs off. Yamato's shocked about this, like, oh wow, he really was actually to do it. Then you have the Flying Six, and you have Who's Who, and you have the woman with the horns. What was her name? Alti. And they're getting the message. Yamato and Straw Hat Luffy are heading towards the hall where Momonosuke is being executed at. And Who's Who in this crew seems like they're on their way. And then Alti, of course, she's like, oh, I can't forgive you, Yamato. After Yamato knocks her out with Thunder Bagara. And she was just lying flat out. Heading down, and Usopp and Chopper, they're on their way too. It looks like Chopper's a little bit scared to hit into the action, but Usopp's like, you just heard that announcement, we got to get in there, like, we don't got time to be scared anymore. He's like, have faith in the General Frankie's toughness, which is true, because Big Mom did punch it, and even though they were shown to have like got knocked around a bit on the inside, and even though it transformed into a chicken, it still for the most part was okay. We know that Frankie built, like the ship is made out of, I believe, what it's called, redwood or atom wood or something like that. So it's like road strong. So we all, and then being a Vegapunk lab, we all know Frankie builds, very, very strong machines and material. So I think it can take a few more hits. Definitely, even from a Yonko, I would say, at least. Then you have, the Red Scabbers, just going through the men, cutting them down, coming from the back. You have Law going through, looks like it's like a hallway, and you have Zoro and Kid, they're still in the crowd fighting as well. You're starting to see some battle scars on them. Kid is holding someone up like this, but it doesn't look like a poo though. And then you have Momonosuke, still just reminiscing about his parents. He reminisces about how he hears Luffy say, I'm the one who's going to be the Pirate King. Pretty much, not, being a scaredy cat and not, falling into just because someone's tough is in front of me, I'm not going to speak my dream. Then he even goes into memories of his father. And when he was telling him, you want to know, he was like, hey Momonosuke, you want to know what the meaning of your name is. And then he says the Momo stands for the peerless one. So it's he's making up the story. Oda's making a point to say, this is time for Momonosuke to start realizing his potential and his destiny, to not only lead Wano but to be a very strong man. So we have the handcuffs that Luffy threw after breaking off them off of Yamato. It seems like they'd be kind of under the stage, it looks like. So if this is where Kaido and everyone is, there's an explosion like down here. And you have Yamato coming through, and she's like, damn it, Blue Gorilla, damn it, you Blue Gorilla, talking about Kaido. She's like, you really were going to kill me. So Yamato is just coming into the realization that, oh, okay, this really isn't my father. He was really going to kill me. If, like, say I decided really to leave, he was really ready to kill me. So Yamato, I think it's finally getting to that Straw Hat mentality now where she really is ready to leave, because I am definitely rooting for Yamato to join the Straw Hats. I've been saying this. They need another strong female. It's kind of getting like, a little bit of a sausage fest on the crew. So my boy Momonosuke does not punk out. goes straight forward and says, my name is Momonosuke Kozuki. I am the one who will become Wano's shogun, as he rightfully should. So then it looks like you have almost all the samurai and Kaido's men in the crowd just kind of laughing, and Kaido just gives them like a type of look. And then Momonosuke just keeps reminiscing about his past a little bit, and it's just, not pretty much giving in. And then so Yamato's kind of going like, what happened? Well, people are saying what happened. That was one hell of an explosion. And then they're like, oh crap, that's Yamato. And then they're just like, well, you. But I do want to point out that Luffy is calling her Yamo-O, so he's kind of doing that thing where he gives her a nickname. So you know how Luffy gives nicknames to people he actually like kind of really like messes with, or is kind of cool with, or at least respect. We can say that. So that's a little bit more proof that Yamato will be definitely joining the Straw Hats by the end of this arc. At least I do believe, which I'll be doing another video on how that transition is probably going to go. And then Luffy makes the point to say the decisive battle is about to start, but without us, which is important because at the same time, even though Luffy in a way, just like in many other countries, is the savior, he's not the sole savior here. Like just like with Momonosuke, how he's been kind of building him up to do things on his own. He kind of has to let the samurai do this for themselves too, in a way, because you can't always rely on a random pirate coming to save you. You got to rely on your own strength. That's kind of how life itself works. And then we have this beautiful panel of all the scabbards breaking through the back door behind where Kaido and King and Queen and Jack were as they were up on the stage. And then King goes, the red scabbards, definitely shocked. Queen's like, where did they come from with the eyes poking out his glass, the whole funny look. And then Jack is just surprised that the Minx is still alive. Then you have Izo coming right in, shoots King's sword right out his hand. And they're like, Izo, he just turned because, mind you, they're just finding this out. And you have Raizo going into action, Kawamatsu, Kiku, and Dogstorm going in. The Cat Mink, Inagarashi is the dog, I believe. But the Cat Mink scratches Kaido's club out his hand. And then you have the red scabbards in the back, pretty much preparing to attack. Then Kaido goes Kuroshiro, because he's like, oh, mind you, he doesn't know yet that, Denjiro is really with the scabbards. He still thinks he's Kuroshiro. And you have the samurai starting to say this mantra to themselves, where it's discard your wits, put your life on this single blow. And then you just have this last panel, and then you have Kaido's going into, as if your source will hurt me, the mighty me. But before he can even finish that sentence, he has a flashback, or I guess he has a moment of I guess just kind of seeing Odin, and when he goes, he'll never come to Wano again. So he's like, Odin? And then the men start going, this is not the time to be drinking, everybody get your weapons. And then you show this big, beautiful panel of the scabbards not only raging the stage and pushing Kaido's commanders and everything out the way. You have all the scabbards attacking Kaido, and then you have Kinemon and Denjiro actually stabbing their swords into Kaido, as all them men are now realizing that this is full on a raid now at this point, and they're yelling the phrase that we saw in a few chapters back, which is their kind of like their, not catchphrase, but something that they yell going into battle, which is Senechi, which is what we all know is just a kind of warrior's code that they kind of used back in the day, that they're bringing back to say that, yeah, no, Kaido, we're taking you down, and we're coming after you. And so, that's pretty much chapter 986 in a nutshell. Sorry if that was a little fast for some of you guys, but let me know definitely in the comments below if you liked it. I'm going to be hitting you with One Piece reviews every week. So, of course, next week, unless it's on break, you're going to be getting chapter 987. Thank you again for sitting through this with me. I had fun. I can't wait to bring you guys more One Piece content, gaming content, and of course, just more lovable content all around that you're just going to get to know and love, of course, here on this channel. So, this has been Manga of the West, and I'm your boy Westlo, and we're going to see you guys next time. Peace.